Good morning. So we're packing up camp to head out, and we're going to show you how to connect the weight distribution hitch. The one we have is called a Blue Ox. So it's a team effort to get this done, and we'll go through the steps as we do them. Of course, there may be better steps. Naturally, everybody should watch the instructions for their own weight distribution hitch as set up in the manual or on other YouTube sites. Alright, so the car's been reversed. As you can see, the hitch from the Blue Ox is under the trailer tongue. You kind of got to get it almost perfect. The Blue Ox is fitted to the back of the car that we've put the hitch in. Now, for those faint of heart, this Blue Ox weighs about 60 pounds. But in all fairness to Blue Ox, others that I see on the internet, weight hitch distribution systems weigh closer to 90 pounds. So sometimes it's a team effort to actually pick it up and slide the hitch into the car slot. You'll see as well, as we zoom in, there's a pin that needs to lock the hitch, Blue Ox hitch, into the vehicle, and you've got to slide that through. Sometimes it can be difficult. With the Hyundai it's a little bit difficult because, as you can see, it's sort of pushed back. Some vehicles it sticks out a little bit further. So you've got to put that pin in and lock that pin. Alright, so we are going to crank the tongue down over the hitch. And of course, if you've got an electric hitch, this all goes a whole lot smoother, but otherwise a little bit of arm power is necessary. You crank it down, and then you lock the hitch in with the locking cap. And then you're pretty much ready for the next step. We've had the Hyundai fitted with airbags, and you can see we've got a little airbag compressor in the trunk of the vehicle. If you go to look closely at the gauge, you'll see the gauge is just under 30 pounds. Well, everybody can set the gauge according to their own needs. The gauge is a little bit higher now as it has the pressure, the tongue pressure of the trailer on it. We've measured the tongue pressure of the trailer with a tongue scale, and that is coming at around 440. So as we put on the weight distribution hitch, the airbags and the weight distribution have to work together, and you'll see the pressure will actually reduce a little bit on the airbags. Right, so we're going to slide the arms in on each side, and then what we're going to have to do is we're going to release the pressure on the actual tongue of the trailer and the vehicle, and we're going to jack up the trailer, and this will, as I say, release the pressure. Again, if you've got an electric hitch, this makes life a whole lot easier. Right, so now we're going to start the jacking up process. Right, so we've jacked the trailer up as high as we can using the manual hitch, and this will, as I say, relieve the pressure. And now we're going to put the chains on to the Blue Ox connection. Right, so we've set it on 3 chains being open at the bottom. Again, refer to Blue Ox's instructions or your own weight distribution instructions. We're now going to lock this particular one in, and it will bring the pressure up onto the bars. So you can see the bars have a bend on it, and we've got the 3 vacant, and this is how we're going to do the other side as well. So we now have both sides connected, and we've still got the trailer lifted up, but what we're going to do now is we're going to crank it down, and we're going to raise the foot completely off the ground. That will then get the weight distribution working, and the vehicle will be at the level it should be. The idea here is to have the trailer and the vehicle completely level. If you look at different instructions, you'll see how they tell you to measure the wheel well height, and I'll show you the back wheels here. You can see they're quite the vehicle's quite highly raised at the moment compared to the front of the vehicle. Now, the proper instructions are you measure the distance of the wheels, so at the end of the day your whole vehicle and the rig is level, and this is what we will achieve once we lower down the vehicle and the trailer. A quick look at our Firestone compressor, and you'll see that the gauge is now dropped and it's down to 20 pounds. Remember, it is higher up, closer to 30. So driving at 20 pounds, that's quite good. That's showing that the weight distribution is working. Right, so the weight distribution is on. We're going to connect up the safety chains and the electrical, but you can see now from the setup of the rig that it's pretty much level, and so therefore we're good to go. I've set a measuring level in the center of the trailer on the floor, and you can see it's showing it as being pretty level. So this is what you're looking for, and it's wise to have it level as opposed to sagging at the back or too highly raised. So as our final step now, we're connecting up the safety chains. You'll notice the chains cross at the bottom in case the trailer becomes unhitched and it falls down and holds it. We've got the electrical installed, and we've got to make sure it clicks in, and before we go we'll be testing indicators, brakes, flashes, that sort of thing as well. And the emergency brake cable, we have that connected too, in case when the trailer does come unhinged, that activates the trailer brakes. So pretty much that's how we set ourselves up for our departure.